Welcome to the I Am Not Alone podcast, Simone.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Say hi to Linda.
Hi, Linda.
It's good to see you again, Simone.
Good to see you too.
So, Simone, how did you come to be a guest on this show?
Well, the Pregnancy Care Center had helped me out with both of my pregnancies, and I had went to them with my first daughter, and they basically helped me out throughout the whole pregnancy from beginning to end, and they continue to be a part of my life and her life till this day.
Wow. And so how old were you the first time you went to the Pregnancy Care Center?
I was 19, turning 20. It was just after my 20th birthday, I believe.
20th birthday?
Yeah, just after my
when you found out you were pregnant?
Yeah, basically. Right after I turned 20.
What emotions did you have when you found out you were pregnant?
I was terrified, actually. I was scared. I was shocked. I honestly did not know what to do. I just didn't know what to do. I had nobody to talk to, nobody to reach out to. I couldn't tell my family, I couldn't tell my friends, And the reason why I was really scared is because I was supposed to start school the January, and I had gotten in and I got accepted and everything. And my birthday was in the December, so I had found out in the December. So I was kind of like, wow, I'm just about to start school too. So this is just like a block in the road for me.
What was that first conversation like for you, Simone?
Kind of like a relief, because I told somebody can help me. Somebody knows what's going on. Like I don't have to keep it a secret. It's out there. So she can help me. She knows what she's doing. That's
she
what
knows
I
what
thought.
she's doing.
Yeah, she can help me. Yeah.
So you told Linda, and then after you told Linda, so before you told Linda, you were terrified, you were scared, you felt like there was a roadblock in front of you. After you told Linda, what happened?
Well, she told me I should start coming for like prenatal classes, and I think something that they have at the center called Lifeboat, or I think it is. Yeah, so I started coming, and they would teach me about like what's going on during the pregnancy, what like the baby developments are, and with the Lifeboat classes, it taught me like how to save my money and budget and stuff like that. How to prepare myself for the baby and the expenses that it comes with and stuff like that.
Did you ever consider terminating the pregnancy?
Yeah, at first. I was just thinking maybe if, I don't tell anybody, maybe I could, just, do it quietly. But then, I don't know, I didn't want to do it for real. I couldn't do it. I couldn't push myself to do it.
Well, let me ask you this. Were you certain of that before you went to the Pregnancy Care Center, or were you certain of that after you went to the Pregnancy Care Center?
After I went to the Pregnancy Care Center, because before I went to them, actually before I told Linda, I had told my my daughter's father, and basically he was all for abortion, so I couldn't really, I didn't know what to do, because that's the only person coming in my ear is telling me, go do an abortion, So I was like, I need like to talk to somebody else other than you. Like I need somebody to tell me otherwise, or I'm going to do this.
So tell me a little bit more about the Pregnancy Care Center and how that support interacted with your living arrangements. Linda, did you guys help with that, counseling with that at all?
Well, with Simone, we explored a lot of different options, and one of them was taking a look at maternity homes, as Simone mentioned. And at that point, we were thinking that was a good option, but always, in this particular case, it seemed really a wonderful thing that Simone's mom opened up her place. Sure. And that was really helpful, because I've seen Simone and her mom, and they have a really, really cool relationship.
That's good.
And everybody loves, everyone loved Christiana when she came in. And there was just a really sense of joy in the family. And I just really respected the way that both Simone and her mom navigated that situation. So one of our desires, for instance, in the Lifeboat program is to try to deal with all those issues that are also overwhelming, whether it be finances or career or budgeting, and take them one step at a time and help some planning, because it's not just about the baby, it's about Simone, right? We want to make sure that she has a good plan, a short-term plan, long-term plan, and we can talk about relationships, we can talk about decision making in terms of caring for her family.
Tell me a little bit about your second pregnancy.
My second pregnancy was actually a huge surprise, and my second pregnancy, I kept a secret basically for the whole time. I didn't really tell anybody because it's now, you're still young. I'm 21. I have 2 different baby fathers, and I'm not, I wasn't trying to hear it from anybody. I already know what people are going to say. And it's not like I wanted to get pregnant. I was taking my birth control, but I wasn't being consistent. And I know that's where I messed up. So, that's where I didn't really want to tell anybody. And when I found out, I was really, really, really shocked. Like, I cried. Because my daughter had just turned 1. She was just 12 months, just had her first birthday. And then this, I'm going to be a mother again, 2 under 2. It's crazy. So I already knew I was going to keep the baby, obviously. I was already almost 3 months.
Obviously. I don't know if that's so obviously on the I Am Not Alone podcast, Linda. Tell me why you felt that.
Because, like, I know how I felt about my first daughter. Like, I love her so much. And I'm just saying, this is exactly how it's going to be with my second child. Like, I couldn't imagine not having my first daughter with me. So it's like, this is going to be the same thing. I can't imagine not having my second baby with me either. That's how I looked at it. Like, my daughter is here. I love her so much. So that's how I'm going to feel about the other baby too.
How does motherhood brought meaning to your life?
Basically, it brings me so much joy. And before, I didn't really think, like, my life was just whatever before my kids, and I wasn't really happy. I was just making wrong decisions over and over again. But now my kids kind of like give me a purpose, like, I have to do better for them, and I have to make the right decisions for them, and also I need to get my life together for them.
How do you deal with the stigma and the judgmentalness? Like, how do you process that a little bit? I'm sure there's a little bit of negativity you encounter from time to time.
Yeah.
It's not water off a duck's back. I know that. What is it like?
It's really hard. Like, I know what it comes with, like, especially now with 2 kids and it's just me. I know people are saying stuff, and people are looking at me like, oh, wow, she's so young. She has 2 kids. Oh, she's a single mom. Here's another, like, statistic or whatever. Yeah. Sure. And I know people are saying that, but at the end of the day, I kind of just I just tell myself, it is what it is. At the end of the day, my kids are going to have the best life. I'm going to make sure of that. And, I'm going to make sure that they don't choose the path I chose. And, I'm just going to prove that just because you're a single mom doesn't mean you can't do what, a parent that has, a woman that has a husband or her boyfriend with her, you can't give your kid that same life. You know what I mean? You don't always need to have somebody by your side in order to be considered, like, giving your kid the best life. Yeah.
Well, you can be a loving mother if you're a single mother, for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. So are you still pursuing your nursing?
Yes, I'm going to go back to school in September.
Where are you going?
I want to go back to George Brown. I was originally going there. I want to go there, or I want to go to Humber.
So you were hoping that there's going to be people that were in your shoes, listening to this now, and they're terrified, they're scared, they're feeling alone. What would you say to them?
I would say, I know, like, you're feeling scared, but you're not alone. You're really not alone. There is help out there, and once you have your kids, you will see, like, this is not the end of the world. I have my kids. I have somebody who will love me for the rest of my life, and you will be more motivated to do things in your life, and if you're not living the life you want to live, your kids will actually motivate you to even do better and make, better decisions. You're not alone. There's, like, so much help, especially with the pregnancy care center. I mean, I don't know what I would have done without them, to be honest.